Greetings, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Let's Play Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is Moon Mover here. Yes, I used to have another YouTube channel. Now I have this one. Don't worry about it. You saw nothing. Not yet. Here's where the real awesomeness begins. Gotta set up my profile first, though. My name is, of course, not Player 1, but rather Moon Mover. And I will be going on Elite difficulty because I am Elite Hacksaw and will pawn all to noobs. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. Want to get as much random crap onto the screen as possible for your viewing pleasure. And let's turn the graphics up, shall we? Well, not the brightness and the contrast, that would be awful. But since I now have the ultimate mega machine of Doom computer, the computer to end all computers, I can turn all sliders to the right, up to 11, and to the max. Oh, it's already at the max. Okay, let's go. Yeah, in this video I'm just going to be playing the training mission, which has story elements, so it's not a complete waste of time. We'll be going to Geonosis, which it'll be a recreation of the battle from the end of the film Attack of the Clones, the second Star Wars prequel movie. Enjoy this cutscene.
My first day as a member of the 501st. It was hot, it was sandy, chaotic. Nothing at all like the simulations on Camino. Of course, that's pretty much the way it was for all of us, wasn't it? All that breeding, all those years of training. It doesn't really prepare you for all the screaming or the blood, does it? Frankly, I'm still amazed we ever made it through the first hour. Never mind the first day.
Alright, so this is a class-based third-person shooter.
Your simulation days are over, Trooper.
That spaceship came out of nowhere.
It's a real battle. And if you mess up, you'll really end up in a world of pain. Now get out there.
Maybe it warped in from hyperspace.
Some activity has been reported in the vicinity of Checkpoint Alpha. Get there and secure the area.
Yes, sir, Mr. Radio. Sir, who are you? Alright, I guess I can trust you. I mean, you're on the radio. People on the radio can always be trusted.
Droid scouts have been detected in the area. Take them out before they can report our position.
Right. So, this is being a training mission. There's no actual way to lose. I have an infinite number of respawns. So I can take my sweet time about killing these robots, and I don't even have to be practical about it. That blue thing I just picked up was health. It's very important.
Nice work, clone. Let's hope those scouts didn't get word back to their army. Now, finish off that damaged Hellfire droid using your thermal detonators.
Thermal detonators are just grenades, but for some reason we couldn't just call them grenades. They have to have a fancy Star Wars name. Apparently work off heat. I don't know.
Good job, but the droid army is headed this way. Capture the downed Techno-Union ship to secure a stronger foothold for our troops.
That wasn't a ragdoll physics or anything. That was just a lovely death animation on the part of that Hailfire tank. I really like it. It looks cool, blowing up. I like when things blow up.
Our troops need health and ammo. Go to the downed Techno-Union ship and switch to the engineer class at the command post there.
Right, so these command posts, these are key to the gameplay in Battlefront.
Good. Now use your fusion cutter to repair the health and ammo droid.
It's where we can respawn if we die, and it's also where we can change between different character classes. And wow, that rocket came out of nowhere. I really should have seen that coming. Anyway, and in multiplayer, which this is a primarily multiplayer game, in multiplayer usually you win by capturing every command post on a particular battlefield.
Nice work, Trooper. The CIS have sent in a column of spider walkers. Get to the ATT clone and make it fast.
I love the vehicles in this game. Most of them handle quite well.
Now take one of those walkers down before they do some serious damage.
They have all sorts of different guns on them. You can switch between different gunning positions. For instance, if I wanted to stop being the driver and start being the guy who's on that turret on the top, or if I wanted to start controlling those two little guns on the back that look like eye stalks, I can do that.
A Geonosian got killed and dropped a holocron on top of the Techno-Union ship. Use a command post to switch to the jet trooper class.
Alright, so obviously I have to get out of the tank for that. As soon as we start doing it, it's gone. Such a shame. Might as well prepare this guy on the way, even though it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, this level is just going to introduce us to all the different character classes.
Now use your jump jets to get up there and acquire that holocron, and bring it back to checkpoint Alpha.
Aye aye, Radio Man.
Who knows what secrets it might hold.
So, wait. It's supposed to be right up on top of this thing. Get out of the way. The arrow is pointing to inside the ship, which I can't really get to. I think this is a bug. Yeah, this is definitely a bug. The holocron, which I'm supposed to pick up, is supposed to spawn up here. But it's like inside of the level architecture. That's... right. So, I just replayed the whole mission over again. But you just saw that gray thing on top of the ship when I looked up there? That was the holocron, so we're good. This time it spawned correctly.
Now use your jump
I've never
jets
had that
to get
glitch
up there
happen
and
before.
acquire that
It's very
holocron,
strange.
and bring it back to checkpoint
But here it
Alpha.
is.
Who knows what secrets it might hold.
I'm not sure what's so important about this checkpoint Alpha. It just looks like kind of an indention in the ground, but apparently it's a good place to take holocrons.
The CIS are holed up in the cliff bunker. Get up there and take over that post. It will give us a strong vantage point on the
Right, so
battlefield.
the jet trooper is good for doing that, because obviously I can just fly up that cliff instead of going the long way around the back. And man, I just took a really nasty hit. I hope I can make it. No one's shooting at me, so I should be good. Command posts usually have health droids who will heal you, so I'll just use that one. Even though it's an inner command post, the health droid doesn't make a distinction between friend and foe. Although it is just barely far enough away that I'm not capturing the command post. Right, to capture command post, you just stand nearby until it turns gray, and then blue. If there's enemies nearby, it won't turn blue. You may notice that I picked up a red canister, and that made me start glowing with red lightning. That's a rage canister. It puts me in rage mode, which essentially means my attacks do more damage.
We need some snipers to pick off some droids and help thin out the CIS forces. Grab a sniper rifle and take out some droids.
Alright, new character class. This is the sniper. I don't really like doing him. Mostly because I'm just bad at sniping, but also because very few maps in this game have good sniping positions. This one does. This has the cliff bunker. It's a great place to snipe from. Snipers also have these auto turrets, which will just shoot enemies who come nearby. But most maps, there's just no high up places with good cover to shoot from. Really, you'll see. I may not be using a sniper again for the rest of the campaign. I might come up with a situation where it would be handy, but probably not. This is the only time it's absolutely required, and I think it might be the only time I do it. Haven't planned that carefully. I just have to shoot 2 more droids, and then I can stop being the sniper, because I hate being the sniper in this game. The droids are kind of hard to get headshots on, too, because as you can see, these gray ones, the super battle droids, their heads are lodged between their shoulders, instead of above their shoulders, like the normal humans.
Those spider walkers are tearing us to ribbons. Get to a CP and switch to the heavy trooper class.
Alright. So here's the last class we're going to be introduced to in this mission. There's one more after this, which I'll show later.
Now take your rocket launcher and give one of those spiders a taste of
In addition to the obvious rocket launcher, heavy troopers also carry landmines. They glow bright red, so enemies can't see them, but if you hide them correctly, then it shouldn't matter. So they put them on the other side of a tight corner, so the enemy doesn't know it's there before he steps on it. They also don't distinguish between friends and foes, so that's handy. Now, I pressed Q to put these arrows over the spider walker. I'm out of ammo. I need to go get some more. That causes my rockets to be able to home in on it, if I'm patient. But there's really no need to home in on these guys since they move so slow. I just thought I'd show it off. We'll be using that again later.
Master Windu has arrived on the battlefield. A lightsaber will come in handy against these droids. Let's knock down the CIS reinforcements a bit.
So for some reason I have to spawn somewhere else on the map as a regular soldier before I can press F1 to turn into a Jedi. I'm pretty sure that's just a glitch. Just poorly programmed. Anyway, my objective here is just to kill 9 battle droids. So you may notice that now that I'm playing as a hero unit, my health bar has been replaced with a lightsaber. That lightsaber basically does act as my health bar. It goes down when I take hits, and it also goes down very slowly, just over time, to limit my use of this overpowered hero unit. Although it doesn't matter because I didn't respawn as him immediately in this tutorial mission, because I'm just supposed to learn how to use him. The lightsaber will refill every time I kill an enemy. So that really sort of encourages you to go out and massacre your foes without taking hits, which I think is great. Because these hero units will be so overpowered otherwise, and in multiplayer, if like some person on your team gets to play as a hero and then wastes it by like going AFK or something, that would suck. So this forces them to keep killing bad guys. Otherwise they'll lose it, and some other player on the team will get to play as the Jedi. Someone who will use it properly.
We have to push the CIS back, take over their bunker to the north.
Alright, so this is our final objective for this mission, and that is to simply capture this bunker. Just like the bunker on top of the cliff, except there's a lot more enemies this time around. Oh, and also it's not on a cliff. So I can just stand behind here, and nope, get out of my face. Now there's enemies nearby, which means the command post won't turn blue and become ours. So I've got to kill them first. That yellow bar at the very bottom of the screen is stamina. Blocking with my lightsaber takes up a lot of stamina, so I do it sparingly. But that's what I'm doing when I hold the lightsaber right in front of my face like that. That's blocking. And should be going. There's someone still here. You die. Okay, objective no? Get out of here. Objective complete.
Good job. May the Force.
And you too as well, Mr. Radio Man. Ah, sweet victory. Even though there's still a bunch of enemies. Whatever.
Incredibly, the 501st survived the crucible of Geonosis, emerging battle-hardened and ready for whatever the war would throw at us.
Right, so the last thing I'm going to show you in this episode is the score screen. In multiplayer, I could of course compare how I did with how other players did and see how I stack up, but I'm not going to do that in single player because these are just NPCs, and doing so would be incredibly depressing. Goodbye.